Um, is there a way to tell how the mic's working on here? Because using earbuds. Oh, well, hopefully. I guess. Okay, so we watched the channel Cooking with Dave, and he did cottage cheese bagels, and then Loopy Whisk does. Let's see. We're going to try psyllium powder her way. Flour's my way. And we're going to take both ingredients and make something. I'm taking 2 recipes and my own thoughts and combining it together. There we go. Okay. Let's see. 2 1/4 cups lukewarm water. We're going to start off with 2 1/4 cups lukewarm water. I'm going to grab my mace jar. Measuring cups. 1/4. 1. So 2 1/4. We're going to put it in here. I think this, bigger one, maybe. This bigger one, I had the 2 1/4, maybe. Maybe this bigger one. So let's go get 2 1/4. And a fork. Get a big tongs fork. Big tongs. Okay, loop 1. 200 should be about 205 degrees. 205, I think? Wait, no, this is for psyllium powder. The yeast is 205. Okay. Just lukewarm, which means it's warm with the finger. Touch the finger. So, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay, this bowl is fairly thin in all the water. That's going to be a lot of gel. Hey. Whole. We're going to do, there's whole and powder. I think this is powder, right? Ouch! Oh, it ripped my skin. Ouch. That hurt. Ow. That really hurt. Ow. Now I gotta go grab a Band-Aid now. Oh, crap. Yeah, see, that's powder. That's the husks finely ground. This. It looks like shelled rice when it's whole. It looks like shelled rice. Looks kind of like shelled rice. Give me the. Open the psyllium powder and cut my finger open. The plastic lid sliced my finger. That kind of hurt.
How fast are you going to the psyllium husk?
Oh, not very fast. And I wonder what's exactly the difference between the husk and the powder.
I think it's the same thing.
I will try this recipe with the husk today. We can do it again with the powder and see if it makes a difference. I don't want to waste psyllium, so we'll try the husk today, the whole.
And I think that they're actually the same thing.
Well, okay, I don't know how much to trust the chiropractor's wife now because she doesn't even know how to use psyllium correctly. But I think she said something about whole making a difference, like it had to be whole husks. Because all it is it's either whole husk looks like shredded rice, like rice shell, and then the powder's actually not that much more finer because the shelled husks. Have you seen the difference?
No.
Well, I'll show you the difference. It's not too big of a difference. See, here's the whole. See how tiny those husks are? It looks like rice shelled. It looks like rice. And then this is the powder.
Yeah, it's a little finer.
It's a tiny bit finer, not too much. This is grittier. So this one's grittier. So probably if you do want a grittier texture, you may, I don't know, but unless they gel up the same. Because if you're just going to gel them up first, like Loopy Whisk does, well then there's no point. Okay, I need half the water I need half the water for the yeast. So, because we want to activate the yeast. So, take half our lukewarm water and put that in a separate bowl. That's right. Okay. And now we're going to do 5 tablespoons. So, 2 recipes. Okay. Let's go. Okay. 5 tablespoons. Or 25 grams, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a lot. 5. Okay, 5. So we're going to put, and then, so I've been watching Dr. Berg, also chiropractor. So there's a lot of people been watching. Okay, let's get this all mixed up real quick. So with a fork, we're going to mix it up so that it gels up. It looks like Metamucil. Ew, it reminds me of Metamucil when I was a kid. Ew. It smelled like Metamucil. I used to throw up every time I smelled Metamucil. Stuff was nasty. What are you doing? You dying to use your new hammer? Huh?
Absolutely dying.
Absolutely dying?
I must use the hammer.
Oh. What is it for again?
It's for straightening knives that have been hardened.
Oh, straightening knives that are already hardened? Okay. I guess you'll show me soon, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. 2.5 teaspoons instant yeast. I'm going to use active dry yeast. So 2.5 teaspoons. 2.5 teaspoons. 2.5 teaspoons. Okay. 2.5 teaspoons. Okay. So let's put it in here. Okay. 2.5 2. I think that might be 1 packet. It's looking like 1 full packet. Yeah. Okay. So 1 full packet. I want to get it in the cup, so I don't have to have it in pack. I don't like opening a packet just for a half of a teaspoon. Okay, and one more thing. All right. The yeast will eat the takes 10 minutes to set up. The yeast will eat the syrup. So we're just gonna put in like a tablespoon of syrup. The yeast will eat it. This will feed the yeast. This is yeast food. Yeast food. Can't remember how much they used in that video. I'm gonna use a tablespoon because that seems like a plenty. Okay, and I use really, really good maple syrup from Canada. Sorry, US, I'm using Canada, Canadian. Just kidding. I'm using Canadian stuff. Okay, here we go. And let's stir that up a little bit. Stir that up. Let it get all frothy over the next 10 minutes. Because it needs to get all frothy and that's good. So you lost a pound over the day?
I lost a pound eating gluten.
Okay, let's rinse off the tablespoon real quick. And putting the syrup back in. And some paper towels. Okay, here we go. Okay, and oh gosh, this really gelled up. This psyllium husk really gelled up. Maybe we should have put more. It's a little thick. I'm gonna put more water in it because this is a little thick. We use half the water for the yeast. I don't like the psyllium husk this thick because that's how it makes the bread too heavy and it won't rise. Okay, let's see if we can save this and get it to not be so thick. I shouldn't have took away some of the water for the. Shouldn't have took away the water. Okay. Oh, it's hard because I gotta figure out how to work. Psyllium is the gluten and it's important. My flatbread is too thick because of it. I couldn't get my other bread to rise. Okay, here we go. Come on. Don't. I wonder if I have to restart over again. Should I just go with this or restart over again? It's not as clear as hers. This is kind of thicker and darker than hers. Do I need to either add more water? Is this how it looked in the video?
I think it was thinner than that.
Yeah, well, okay. Her directions said take some of the water because it says 2 1/4 cups water, and it said take some of the water for the yeast if you're using active dry yeast, not instant yeast. And so I took away some of the water, and then it was too thick, and I've added water. Do I need to add a little bit more water?
Yep.
Okay. Because this is a little thicker than I like. Am I putting all this in the bagel bread? Wait. Wonder if I should just add it as needed, like till the dough feels like regular dough. Oh, we're so gonna screw this up. We're so gonna screw this one up. Okay, well, guess I should take on the attitude that cooking with what's his name said, Dave. Be like, I wonder if I should redo this psyllium husk or not. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Just throw it away and say, let's try it again. Okay, I'm trying to get it thinner. Okay. Well, then that's more ingredients wasted instead of just psyllium husk. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to waste not. Well, it is. Yeah. Well, the flatbread's still edible.
Yeah.
Is this better or more water?
The way I saw it in the video, it needs more water.
Well, because hers was lighter.
Yeah.
Like it was almost see-through. Maybe I'm gonna half this. I'm sticking half in another bowl. Maybe I used too much. I don't know. Because hers was really light. Hers was really, really light. It was see-through light. Well, the yeast is foaming up nicely. Let's see. Okay. Is this too thin now? Okay. Here, let's see. What is it? This is too thin now, right? This is way too thin now.
That's about right, actually.
Is that what you saw in the video?
It might actually be a little thinner than that, actually.
Hers was thinner than that?
I think so.
Well, I thought I saw that it like glooped light gel, and it was light and textured, but I saw
that could be about right. That's possible. That's right.
Because it was kind of a little on the solid side, like a ball. Okay, I'll try this in the bread. I'll try this. Okay, let's try this in the bread. Let's see if this psyllium. Oh gosh. One day I will figure out psyllium powder. Okay, here we go. Let's put that aside. Okay, let's see. We're not gonna do cottage cheese. Psyllium, bighorn, sugar, salt, instant yeast, olive oil. Add the olive oil. She also, I forgot she added olive oil, Dawn, to her. I had that written down. She adds olive oil to her husk also. So 1.5 tablespoon olive oil to the husk. So I don't know if that's what makes it a little bit thicker. We're going to try it though. We're going to go 1.5 tablespoon olive oil. 1.5 tablespoon olive oil. We're gonna just put that on our little mason jar tray. Got my mason jar theme going on. Mason jar measuring cups, measuring spoons. Okay, now we're adding in. It's all yellow looking now. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think that makes a tiny bit of difference. Because now that we got the olive oil in there, it's looking like this. Tiny bit thicker. Tiny bit thicker. So we got the olive oil in there. I still swear hers was a tiny bit more solid, but we'll try this. We'll just try it this way. We'll try it this way. We'll just see what happens. We'll try it this way. Okay. Flowers. Let's see. Okay. 1.5 cup millet flour. So we'll do 1.5 cup. Almond. Okay. So almond flour. I hate these skinny bags. It makes it hard. Yeah. It's perfect. One. And half. Cup. So you want to scrape it off with the knife so it's nice and flat on top. Perfect. Like, but in the back. But this bag is not open very wide. But whatever. Okay. All right. Hey. Chewy, what's up? We're making bagels. Keto friendly bagel. Okay, let's see. Chia bagel. We're gonna make chia bagel. Okay, tapioca flour. Do 1.5 cups is a lot. This is a small bag. Maybe we'll just do a cup tapioca. Because I don't have a lot of tapioca. So let's just do a cup of tapioca because I don't have a lot of it. So tapioca, starch, flour. And let's see. And a half cup coconut flour. Okay, half cup coconut. Let's see. Keto friendly bagels. Can you hear me, Chewy? I'm wondering if my speakers on the earphones are working. Okay, good, they are, because you can't hear me. So this is, if you're on a diet, so we're starting this keto-friendly diet. No carbs, no sugars. My husband has a fatty liver, so we're doing no carbs, no sugars. And it's healthy. Let's see. So I've been learning lately how to cook with no sugars, no regular flours. It's not easy. Learning to cook this new way. So not easy. So not easy. Okay. There's a lot of things can't have. So yeah, this is I finally figured out how to work with the flowers. The flowers are hard to work with. But I figured out this nice combo of almond flour, coconut flour, and tapioca flour that makes a nice floury mixture like bleached flour. So this makes these three flours together make this really nice, kind of like yeah. I'm starting to join the whole we do kind of basically keto friendly diet. The little bit of the carnivore diet is keto friendly also. Not all, but a lot of it. But starting to join the other healthy streamers to make healthy eating. So you want to learn how to eat healthier? Here you go. You can make your own bagels at home that don't have all those processed stuff in it. No processed stuff. So we're going to make a pile in the middle and we're going to put a whole, well, actually, we need to add the salt. Let's see. Okay, we're going to do 1.5 tablespoons sugar. And for sugar, we have monk fruit sugar. This is an alternative to sugar, the best we found. So this is the best we've got. Okay, I'm going to have to use these because of, okay, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. 1.5 tablespoons sugar. So yeah, this is a good alternative too. It's 200 times sweeter than regular sugar. So you use less of it. And I use so much less of it in my tea than regular sugar. Okay, let's see. And then you have, could you send me the? Yeah, I will put all these recipes on Discord if you want. I'll put all these recipes on Discord. This is a great way to eat. My husband's lost 20 pounds in the last, I think, month or two. It's between diet and what's called intermittent fasting. So that's a lot to explain. It's a lot to explain. I'll put up some videos too on Discord. I'll put up some videos on Discord from Dr. Berg that will talk about the keto diet, how to do it. He'll talk about intermittent fasting. He'll talk about long-term fasting. And yeah, my husband did a 5-day fast. That was a long one. Okay, let's see, sugar, salt. For salt, I do pink Himalayan. We're going to move to sea salt though, but for now I'm using pink Himalayan. Because pink Himalayan has magnesiums and stuff in it. 2 teaspoons salt. And so I like the healthier salt that is, you can get it either ground like this or you can buy it in a grinder and grind it fresh yourself. It's spilling everywhere because it's hard to through holes. Put it in a teaspoon. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. We'll just there we go. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna move to sea salt, but for now we're doing pink Himalayan. Okay, what else do we got besides salt? We got, okay, salt, sugar. We got the flours in there. Okay, okay, what we need to do is, okay, so here we go. This is where I could mess up. We're gonna put, do we need to do baking soda or baking? So he did baking powder. I'm going to put a little bit of baking powder in here because the Cooking with Dave guy did some baking powder. I think. It's like, do I do baking powder? He did baking powder. He did cottage cheese. He did apple cider vinegar. Oh, I didn't do apple cider vinegar. Instead, I just did warm water. Ooh, I forgot about that. Okay. Oh, if I have to make this again, I guess I'll make it different. If we screw this up, I'll make it different. Preheat oven to 450. Forgot about that. Bake 450. 450, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is where things can mess up very, very, very much because we're going to somehow we got to get the yeast in here, our fluffy yeast. Let's see. Let's see. Dry together. Put cinnamon powder to water. Let gel. Then add oil. Swell in dry and place in well and then knead dough. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Somehow we gotta do the yeast and the psyllium powder. Let's see if this works. I don't know. And then you knead it. Okay. Oh gosh, this is gonna mess up so bad. Okay. First we're gonna mix it with a spoon, then we'll knead it. Okay. Please say this psyllium powder doesn't rest heavy. I'll have to show you my flatbread I made. See, the reason why I'm so worried about using a psyllium powder is because my last bread wouldn't rise because of it, because it was too thick, it was too gel-like. And my flatbread, the interior looks raw because of the psyllium powder. Okay. Yeah, this, I probably need a tad bit more flour because it is a little on the doughy side, just barely on the doughy side. So if we put a tiny bit, put a tiny bit more flour in there, tiny bit, like let's just do a quarter cup. Hugs to you too, Chewy. Okay, let's do a quarter cup more flour. Where's the tapioca flour? The tapioca. Let's put a tiny bit of tapioca flour in it because the almond flour is very textured. So I want a little, the tapioca gives a little bit of softness to it. So let's knead that in. There we go. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to have to let this rise for 30 minutes. Okay. Okay, so, all right. Okay, I put most of the psyllium powder in there plus the yeast. This is the kind of dough I got.
Okay, does that seem good to you?
I think it does. Let's see if it rises over the next 30 minutes. It needs to rise just a little bit, not a ton. It needs a little bit of rise. I don't know. I'm so scared of psyllium powder. And I didn't use all the yeast either. I hope I put enough yeast in there. Gosh darn it. I don't know if I put enough yeast in there. There's too little flour in there. It's making an okay dough. See, I can hold the dough and it's not too wet. I'm afraid if I put more yeast and stuff in it that more water in it, I'm going to have to add more flour and stuff to counter that water. And then do I have to add more salt and sugars in too? It's like, am I going to have to, like, what all am I going to have to start adding? Okay, hopefully, this doesn't look too bad. It looks light and airy. So let's try this. So we're going to go get a pan and we're going to put we're gonna clean up our mess a little bit. We're gonna get a pan and we're gonna put parchment paper on it. All right. All right. Okay, let's. Sorry for stepping off the camera. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, let's get some parchment paper. And then enough to cover the cookie sheet. Parchment paper. Okay. And now, okay, what we want to do is we're going to go over here for a sec. And I'll show you the flatbread I made the other day. So we're going to take this and we're going to cut it into six pieces. 6 pieces. See, this is the first bread I made with psyllium, and it's thick and gel. Makes it look raw. But I also didn't know to cure the psyllium first, which is what I did. We're going to put it in a nice little round thing like this. We're going to cut it into 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 6 even pieces. And this is my flatbread. Once again, you can see that it's gelled because of the psyllium. It's a little thick and heavy and gel. The pan. Okay. So take this. We're gonna do the rope trick. So we're gonna roll it into a rope. Okay, let's roll it into a rope. It's coming apart a little bit as I roll it. It's not. Maybe I should need more psyllium. It's not sticking together. Okay. Then you flatten the ends. Okay. Okay, well, I'm trying to roll the dough, Dawn, to make a bagel, and it is breaking apart a little bit. So I wonder if that's too little psyllium powder. Because I didn't use all the psyllium powder I had. I wonder if I should have. Because I didn't make it correctly. Because it is breaking apart. But then again, is that good? Because that means it's light and airy.
Well, it looks a little dry. And so.
Should I put it back together and put more psyllium in it?
I don't know.
Do you think it is too dry? Do I need to redo this?
Did you already let it rise?
No. I'm getting ready to let it rise. I gotta shape it into bagels first. So is it do I need to put psyllium? More psyllium in it? Okay. Is it what is I don't know what is dough exactly supposed to look like. Okay. Well, it's not. It's actually breaking apart. Okay, well, I'm putting some more psyllium in there. too dry. Okay. Okay. I added the rest of the yeast. Is this better?
Let's see.
Now it's wet.
Maybe.
I think it is holding together a little better when I roll it. See, when I roll it, it's not breaking apart as much now.
Maybe.
So, okay, it's not, because when I was rolling it, it was breaking, and I was having to put it back together. Is it too? Do I need a little more flour? Is it too wet?
What was her ingredients exactly?
Well, she did flour, salt, sugar, psyllium powder. I got.
What kind of flour?
Well, she was using different flours than me. She used tapioca, but she also used millet flour and sorghum flour. I don't know what those are. I'm using my own flours. Is this too wet now? Do I need a tiny bit more flour?
It's maybe just a tiny bit more flour.
Okay, so just a pinch of flour.
Yeah. I don't think the dough should come off on your hands.
Okay, let's just do a pinch more of each of the 3 flours. The coconut, the almond, the tapioca. What?
Are you streaming?
Yep. Let's see. Chewy wants to know more about your diet. He wants me to put some of these recipes on Discord. I told you about Chewy. He lives up in Oregon. It's not, the camera's not facing you. You can come in. I have it away from you. What? Today's Wednesday. Okay, what you have is more a cookie dough consistency. Yeah, try to figure out bread dough. Yeah, we need bread dough, not cookie dough. Is this better bread dough? Okay, this is more bread dough because bread dough is more moist, right? It's more moist and not so dry, right? So this is a little on the moist side. Now we got moist. Okay, so maybe this will be bread dough. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if we can make some bagels out of this. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can make bagels out of this. Okay, my hands are all dirty and I gotta pick up my phone and bring it over here to this side of the kitchen now. Okay. So if you want, I'm telling Chewy a little bit about the diet we're on. Don't know if you want to talk a little bit about it, but it's a very interesting diet to switch to, and it helps you like be full longer, not crave sugars anymore, sugars, carbs, or starches. But yeah, I'll post a bunch of videos on Discord today that we've been watching that has, there's 2 people we watch on, am I accidentally cutting this into 8? I am. Okay, I don't know if 8 is, maybe, I'll try 8 because it is bigger now that I went and added some more to it. So maybe 8 bagels is what it needs. Because now it is holding together a little bit better as I roll it. It is a little bit wet. They said you could put some flour down if you want while rolling it. But I'm not going to put flour down because I don't want it to dry out, I don't think. Well, I don't think. Ugh, it's starting to fall apart again. Gosh darn it. I added too much flour again? I don't know. Okay, let's flour surface. What I'm going to do is we're just going to grab a little bit of this flour, a little bit of this. Gosh darn it. Talk about trial and error. Tapioca flour is almost like powdered sugar. Okay, what I'm going to do, I mix the 3 flours together. Tapioca, coconut, and also it's a little expensive to start with. It depends on how you do it, because you got to buy all these new flours and stuff.
Okay, so here we are. By the way, if you're on our
Okay, just a little bit of flour just to roll it. Okay, just a little bit of flour to roll it. Okay, we don't want too much flour. Darn it, it's falling apart again. Gosh darn it. I'm screwing this up really bad. It's falling apart again. Oh, this is so not cool. I'm never going to figure this out. I feel like I got to add more psyllium powder now because it's starting to fall apart again. Tiny bit. Starting to fall apart again. I don't know what to do. It's starting to fall apart again. I am trying to figure this out. Okay, come on. Act as the gluten and hold this together. Act like gluten. Yeah, for the last month we've been going to stores and pricing all the stuff and looking at everything we got to do the new diet. Okay. Let's see if this will work better. Okay, let's put a little bit of flour on that to roll it out. Let's see if it won't break apart this time. Okay. I don't know. Gosh darn it, it's still falling apart. It's still falling apart. Maybe you just can't add any flour to it. You have to leave it wet. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't roll it in flour. So hard to substitute for regular flour because it's hard to find stuff to act like regular flour and regular gluten. Okay. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Boy, let's see. You just want a dusting of flour on the surface. You should clean your hands to keep it from. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I don't want it to stick. I'm trying to just get it to roll. Boy. Just add a little more. Yeah, so there we go. There's a light dusting. Trying to see if that will help. It's still trying to fall apart a little bit. It's doing an okay job of sticking together. It's falling apart a tiny bit. Hoy. It's not sticking together the best. And I'm worried when I boil these that it's going to cause a problem. Maybe I ought to skip the boiling and just stick them in the oven. Just be like, forget the boiling. We're just going to put them in the oven. Oh, Chewy, we should probably make a category in Discord for diets so that I can put this all under a diet category. We should do that. Let's make a diet category, a diet or health category. Maybe a health category, like health foods category. Put like a health food category. That way we can post videos and recipes of, so do like a health food videos, health food recipes section, like one where you could put recipes, one where you could put videos, and then maybe a third category that says healthy food tips or something, tips and tricks, something like that. Like get those categories going on. Like get a health food section going on, and we'll make a healthy food section. So yeah, let's make a health food section, and we'll do diet section, video section, health food video section, health food diet section, and health food like tips section, tips and tricks or something like that in Discord. And also, when you eat right, guess what, Chewy? It helps with depression and stuff. I got off all my meds 3 months ago. I've been working on getting off all my meds and just being happy. I don't know, Dawn. This is probably the best I'm gonna get. I don't know. They haven't started rising yet, so I don't know if they're too heavy. I don't know. This is what I got.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Does that look okay
Yeah.
for bagels?
Yeah.
I think it feels lighter and airy than the Dr. Berg's, that where it was heavy with the psyllium gel, and you could feel that it was heavy with psyllium gel. This one feels so much lighter.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick it over the stove with a towel to let it. We have the oven on, and so through the burners, the heat will rise and help. We'll put the bagels under a towel on the stove, because that way it'll rise. Okay, here we go. Okay. And now I need to wash this pan real quick. Okay. Get my Band-Aid all wet. Gonna have to change my Band-Aid. Oh, that's still soapy. Let's see. There we go. Let's go get some more parchment paper. Just for like 2 more bagels. A little bit of parchment paper for 2. This did make 8 bagels. Like it said, 6 to 8 bagels. So 6 to 8 bagels. Yeah. So we got 6 to 8 bagels. All right. Hopefully this is a good recipe. We'll find out in an hour-ish. I hope this is the new way to use psyllium powder. This dough feels so much lighter than this dough that I cooked, because that was so bad. I'll go make it real quick. Okay, cool. Thanks, Chewies. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm doing stuff like I've changed a lot of my lifestyle, so I'm doing new stuff on my stream with my new lifestyle, like the new baking. And I am so glad I'm not in the Gypsy Rose community anymore. And I said we can cook and we can talk about this because Boudica came in and said hi during my stream this morning, and it's like, oh, there you are, you're still there. I'm still here. I'm wandering around. I need to stream more. Been spending a lot of time with my husband. Just most of you guys know the situation. It's just me and my husband here. So, and just been spending a lot of time with him and improving our lives through religion and eating. And I haven't seen the Gypsy Rose community since sometime last year. Probably like, I don't know, August, September. It's been a while since I've seen the Gypsy Rose community. Okay, so we'll cover this with a towel too. Let that rise. And then maybe I thought maybe during the half an hour we could talk and I'll prepare maybe tonight's vegetables. I'll show you. You want to see the vegetables we eat every night, Chewy? So our dinners every night consist of a meat, chicken, fish, beef, steak, roast, something. Nice fatty meat too. Fattier the better. Ow, this is hot. Water gets real hot. Oh, I do got to turn on the oven, I guess. Okay. Ugh. So I do got to move those off of the oven in a sec. We'll let him on the oven for a second until I'm ready. Okay. So, and then, so a quarter of your plate should be vegetables, and half a plate should be vegetables. Quarter is meat and a quarter is fat. I don't know how you do fat though, but let's see. Whoops. I'll also link all these vegetables in Discord for you too, so that you can see what vegetables I use. So I'll chop them for you. I'll chop them live for you and show you what I do. So, getting my cutting board. Getting all the bread off my cutting board real quick. Okay, because we've got about a half an hour with those rising. Hopefully they rise. Hopefully I did the yeast right. Hopefully I did it all right. I don't know. We'll see. And then we got to decide if we want to okay. So we okay. We're gonna get a pot of hot water first. So we take it serious that a quarter of your plate should be vegetables. So I got some hot water. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're going to put 3 things in the pot. We do frozen broccoli, because it's still fresh and cheap that way. So, frozen broccoli is fine. And so we make frozen Brussels sprouts. Frozen keeps them fresh. So, boom. And then we're going to chop up some fresh orange cauliflower. I sometimes have purple on me, and I do orange and purple, but I only have orange today, so I'm just going to do just orange. I like having the colors in the salad, having the orange, the greens, the purples. So we're going to cut the green stem off. Throw that away. And then I'm going to chop that up. And so we want this to be softened. We want the cauliflower and broccoli and everything in the Brussels sprouts to be softened, so that's why they're going in the boiling water. So I'm going to put your add your cauliflower to the water. There we go. There we go. All right. And then, let's see. I need my charger for a sec. I need my charger. Yeah, we're going to start a health food section on my Discord and put up all our healthy recipes. I should put my Discord link in YouTube. I will link Discord. Or, well, I can't because I don't have a permanent link. Guess you'll just have to somehow, if anybody wants to join the Discord, we'll figure it out. Okay. Well, whoops. And we gotta turn on the burner. If I don't turn on the burner, they don't cook. Hello. Okay. Turn on burner. Okay, now, let's see. Hey, if you want, we could do some kind of like bacon and cheese, I don't know, it's kind of sandwich or something on the flatbreads tonight if you want. Like, there's just a couple thoughts. Or we could do quesadillas. That too. I just keep looking at the bacon. I don't know what you want to do with the bacon for dinner. Okay, so this is leek. What is this? Leek? Leek? Okay, we're gonna rinse it off. Because it's always, these root vegetables are always have, this water's too hot. I keep turning the water on too hot. They always have dirt on them. And because their leaves are sensitive, you want to just take a paper towel and just pat them dry. Just pat them. Just kind of brush them, pat them. You don't want to violently tear into their leaves. Okay, so we start off with, this is our chopped kit. It has broccoli, green cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts, pepitas, radicchios, and so this is a mixture. We're going to put that in our bowl first. So we got that mixture. So that's our base. And then we're going to move on to the, what is this one called? What is this one called? I'm trying to think. week. It's what is this? What is this? I keep thinking it starts with an L. Let's see. I changed the mental health category. Okay, good. Because actually, the key to mental health is actually good eating, and being outside in the sun, getting natural sun, and there's a lot of natural ways to take care. Mental health was actually not. Me and my husband were talking about this the other day. How mental health wasn't a big issue over a couple hundred years ago, and ever since we've done processed foods and gone into the industrial age, like mental health is everywhere. Ever since big pharma and psychologists, and I mean, mental health is what keeps counselors and psychologists and everybody in business. Whoops, that fell. But there are so many natural ways to. And I posted a couple months ago for pigeons. I showed him her how him I showed them how certain foods and stuff you eat and certain things you do helps your mental health too. I posted a little pick your main kind of thing. And so yeah, like, and now no, I'm not saying food should ever take the place of like counselor and meds if you need them, but there is ways to try and not turn to meds. I did a brave step by getting off all of mine, and it was a personal choice because of how much I've worked on my mental health that I was able to do it. I don't think everybody should, but if you can, it's really best not to have meds running your body. And so yeah, healthy eating is actually way better than, or it's a good start to healthy mind, healthy body, healthy mind. So eating right is a really good start. So that's what I've been working on the last few months, is stepping away from streaming and stepping away from the Gypsy Rose community was getting crazy in there, and it's just getting crazier. I don't believe the only person I believe a lot of believe when it comes to them talking about actually caring about Gypsy Rose's baby is Case. When he said that, because when you blow into a baby's mouth or face, yeah, they hold their breath. And same with when you put a towel over their face. You can't put a towel over a baby's face either. Because if you put anything in front of a baby's face, they stop breathing. I remember one time when I had my first baby, we were driving in, we were brand new parents. We were young, we were dumb, we didn't know anything about babies. And we were driving down the street, and we had the windows in the car open. And I looked back, and my son was going, and he couldn't breathe. And that's because the wind was coming in the car and blowing in his face. And my mom had told me how, like, if you blow in their face or you put a towel over their face and pull it off, they'll quit breathing and they'll struggle and they'll blink. And so, yeah. And so I semi-believe him when he talks about, yeah, you should never punish a baby by blowing in their face. You should never use that as a punishment, even a term of endearment, anything. You should never be blowing in a baby's face. You should never be putting a rag over a baby's face. You should never do anything like that for any reason at all. There's no good reason. I and I can't believe they're also talking about him being gay. And it's just, that was proven to not be true. I mean, Cowboy was proven to be a liar. But people still like the rumors, and they want it. And it's getting worse. And I saw that Becca Scoops got doxxed, and I'm glad somebody doxed her, because if you don't lie, you have nothing to dox about. My whole community knows everything about me, so there's nothing left to dox about me. And I'm glad that people set the record straight. No, her partner is not a retired, because she doesn't have a partner. They're divorced. She can't call him a partner anymore. I can't call my first husband my partner anymore. And I have 2 kids with him, and he's not my partner. And I'm not going to call him my partner. And I'm sorry she never moved on and never got remarried for 30 years. And it's not his fault she never moved on and got remarried and fell in love with somebody else. My mom got remarried like 5 years after she divorced my dad. I don't really care for her husband, but, well, it's not that I don't. I mean, it's honestly that he doesn't care for me. So I shouldn't say things like that. But, I mean, it's, okay, now we're going to put some arugula in there. We're going to, this is funny because this stuff doesn't smell until you chop it. And so she lied about having a partner. She lied about she's not a retired nurse. When you say I'm a retired nurse, that means you worked for 20, 30 years, 40 years, whatever, and you willingly, the word retired brings to mind, I willingly stepped away from this job after a full lifetime of serving it. Because retirement means I'm old now and I'm quitting. No, she was on drugs. She's no different than any of us other streamers who were on drugs, who had bad lives, and she lost her license. I don't exactly believe the story that, oh, she just willingly gave it up and said, yeah, I want the drugs over the license. But she lied. Who knows if she was even really a psych nurse. And the whole pedophilia with, oh my gosh, with Toddy. I get what Bree's actually saying. You know, sometimes not everybody's 100% wrong and not everybody's 100% right. And I agree with Bree on this one. She does come with some of the facts. And the tissue to wipe their face is fine. No. Yeah, you can wipe their face with a tissue. You just can't leave it on their face. And you can't put it on their face for fun. Like, you're wiping their face, they're going to stop breathing for a second while you're wiping their nose. Every baby's going to do that. And that's perfectly normal. It's perfectly fine. What's not fine is blowing in their face for punishment or putting rag on their face for punishment. It's not a punishment. Just making a baby stop breathing is not punishment. And so I'm kind of glad that I don't agree with doxing exactly. But if somebody's lying to the community, pretending to be a psych nurse and stuff when they're not, um, I mean, I just don't agree with that. Okay, so now we've drained our Brussels sprout, broccoli, and cauliflower mixture. So now we're going to chop them up a little more finely. So we're going to chop up our broccoli a little more finely. And we're going to chop up our Brussels sprouts finely too. We're going to split them into quarters. Love them. You don't have to worry about being doxxed if you're honest with your community in the first place. I mean, people kind of was like, Rose, you're telling a little much. You're telling a lot about your life, and they're like, wow, but you know what? There's nothing to dox, though. I mean, it's kind of funny because some people say, well, you tell too much about your life. But then if you don't tell anything about your life and only a couple small facts and get people wondering, then they dox you, and then they spread the facts that they find on the internet. And if you're just honest and upfront in the beginning, then there's no explanation. You've already given your honest explanation and opinion in the beginning before people dox you. It's like when you do something wrong, it's better to confess than be caught. So no human is perfect. Sir Morbid's not perfect. People try to take him down because he wasn't perfect. But what's funny is the people that try to take him down, like his ex, well, she's far from perfect. She doxes people, and I'm trying to remember her name. I haven't thought about her in a while. I haven't spoken to her in like 9 months. But they keep trying to spread things about Sir Morbid and dox him, but it's like, well, look at yourself first. I mean, I think she catfished him, right? I mean, that's his argument, is he was even nicer after he got catfished by her. Stayed 5 hours in an airport bathroom. I mean, if somebody's in an airport bathroom for 5 hours refusing to come and meet you, I wouldn't have stayed 5 hours in the airport. He is nice. I would have left after an hour or two and said, you know what? Catch a flight and go home. I would have took off out of the airport and said, you know what? I'm not doing this. And obviously, if you're meeting somebody for the first time and they're refusing to step out of an airport bathroom, well, there's something obviously wrong that they don't want you to see. They lied to you. And she did. She lied to him. So. All right. It's almost chopped up. So then we'll add all this to the bowl. And this will do like 3 or 4 dinners. So I'll mix this up and put it in the fridge. And then at dinner time while Dawn's cooking the meat, I'll put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan, and I'll toss this in a little bit of olive oil and warm it back up so that you're eating warm vegetables. So it's not a cold salad, it's actually a warm salad. So we call it our little vegetable medley, and we warm it up, and we eat it warm, sometimes with walnuts and cranberries, dried cranberries, and very good. And so this is our vegetable every single night. We don't just pick one. We used to just do broccoli and cheese every night. And you can put cheese on top of this too. But yeah. So yeah, you just warm this up in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, and boom, you got a nice warm vegetable medley to go with whatever meat. And this vegetable will go with any meat. Yeah, you don't have to be like, broccoli goes with chicken and steak, and corn goes with whatever, and what do we cook tonight? You just pull out your little vegetable medley. So yeah, I'll just cover and put that away, and sprinkle a little Parmesan on it. Yeah, you can also sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan. Ready to hop on VR chat? Oh, on is that on Roblox or something? I'm trying, or no, the game VR chat. Colin likes that game. Yeah, you can put a little regular cheese on it, Parmesan cheese. Whatever suits your taste. But it's a good vegetable medley. All these vegetables are dark and green, and cauliflower, broccoli, it's all good for you. They're all, there's a word for it. What are these vegetables supposed to be, Dawn? They're like phosphorus or whatever? What's the word for it? I can't remember the word for it. Some kind of vegetable. Some type of vegetable. The chiropractor talks about it. About vegetables that are deep green and deeper green better. We've researched some of these vegetables too. The vegetables that will help lose certain types of like liver fat, belly fat, stuff like that. And then, if you want to keep things keto friendly, carb friendly, sugar friendly, you could buy some balsamic vinegar and make your own vinaigrette. So you can take this balsamic vinegar and then find some stuff to add to it, like olive oil and chia seeds and stuff like that, things that will okay. Keeps falling. I need to get a phone stand, a real phone stand, so I can stream cooking. I'm not. But yeah, I haven't made my own balsamic vinaigrette yet. I bought these ones, raspberry walnut, and it has only 4 grams of sugar, and that's added sugar, which is bad. And so you really don't want that. Do they look like they've risen? What do you think? Do they look like they don't need to double in size, they just need to get a little bit bigger? You think they're ready to be boiled and then cooked? And it does look a little bit bigger and it's cracking. Okay, well our vegetables are made for the next like 3 days. All right, I guess let's boil our bagels. boil our bagels. Let's see if we can get these bagels a boiling. I guess I don't know. I've never boiled bagels before, but we'll try. We'll try one. If the boiling doesn't work, we only wasted one bagel. Come on, water. Now I need you hot. Okay. Okay, we'll get some. Let's boil some water. Okay. Let's see what she says about boiling them. Okay, and then see, I'll add oil. Dry place, kneading, knead dough. Okay. They're they're a little flimsy, so I'm a little scared because they are a little flimsy. These are a little flimsy, so I'm a little worried because they. Oh, whoops. Are you sure you want to cancel? Oh, getting on your chat. Okay. Let's see. Oh, my background is changing. Dang it. I didn't want that. Okay, background, none. Okay, there we go. Okay. I guess we'll try and boil one and see what happens. If it doesn't work, well, because yeah, this feels a little. It feels a little. In, okay, because I feel like I feel like if I try and boil it, I might break it apart. I wonder if I should. I'm gonna skip the boiling and I'm just gonna cook them because if I boil them, I'm afraid they're gonna fall apart. Boiling them is a New York thing, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover them in butter, right, and chia seeds. Let's do butter and chia seeds. Let's put the butter in there. Whoops. Okay, chia seeds, and we'll bake them. And I'll put a picture up on my Discord, and I'll put a picture in the comments, guys. And thanks for watching. We'll put a picture in the comments because it's gonna take she said 20 to 30 minutes to bake. Can't remember. I'll check them after it's like 20, 25 minutes. Okay, hopefully they turned out. I go live, I don't edit or so. Okay, let's brush these with, so we're gonna do a little bit of butter. If these don't work out, we'll try this recipe again, but this time we're going to put the cottage cheese in. I didn't put cottage cheese in it this time. Maybe I should have. So if this doesn't work out, we'll do it again, but we'll do it with cottage cheese. Because maybe the cottage cheese is necessary part of the gluten process or something, the bread process. So we'll top with chia seeds like so. Get some chia seed bagels. Not poppy seed, chia seed. So, okay. Alright. Oops. Sorry. Knocked my phone off again. Just trying to hit my phone with trying to. Okay, here we go. Have it on the desktop along with VR headset. Oh, yeah. I need to get VR headset would be fun. Alright. Chia seed bagels. There we go. Chia seed bagels. There's our chia seed bagels. Alright. Alright. I'll post a picture in the comments later. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming in chatting to me. It was good seeing you.